It worked. Okay. A pretty good delay on this, pretty healthy delay. Alright, cool. So, we're live in Agora headquarters, everybody. Oh, I know, right here. Alright, so this is our fancy digs. $1 billion Braddock right here across from me. Crushing it. Manny, do you want to be in on this?
Yo, but you gotta give credit where credit is due. That man wrote Trump checks along with you.
Yeah. This is
We should tap it up for that.
Trump checks dab. Alright, for that one time we wrote this killer promo and crushed it. Okay.
30,000.
No, we got wait. We've hit 30,000 names on that, haven't we?
Huh?
Have we hit 30,000 names on that yet?
We're like 29.
Alright, cool. Not bad. Alright, so you can see me. What we're going to do is look over another Agora Financial Copywriters Head and Lead Draft. This isn't like a final product going out yet. This is still basically like an idea in progress. And we're just going to do like a quick review of it and send it back to him. And it's only 2 pages, but it wasn't even my idea. But he thought it would be kind of neat to do it live from Agora HQ. And so I guess we're just going to do it. Alright, see if there's anything going on in this comment box. Thought this was a link for a live, big quotes. Really is live. Yeah, this is super live, bro. Okay, cool. So let's do it. Here's the eyebrow. New development in the stock market allows everyday folks to collect fast fortunes thanks to prime money codes. Starting today, you could collect some of the fastest fortunes you have ever experienced simply by punching in the current live prime money code revealed to you in this short presentation. Warning, this code will terminate on December X. Okay, cool. So, urgent, useful, unique, and US, for anyone who's new, is ultra specific. So urgent. This is a really good urgency line. I really like that. This will terminate on December X. That's like and that in itself is unique because like nobody says this will terminate by December X. They say stuff like get in before the date, or you can collect this much money by the date, but nobody says this code will terminate by the date. That's some strong FOMO. So I really like that. And FOMO is fear of missing out. Is this useful? You can collect some of the fastest fortunes you've ever experienced by punching in the current live prime money code revealed to you in this short presentation. So it is useful because you can make fast fortunes. It's unique. I love this idea of something live prime money code. So that's really cool too. Yeah, these I'm seeing like already right here we got 1-2 items that are new and novel, and that's like the key. It's the N and N show, I say. It's gotta be a new and novel way to make money fast. And already we see 2 new and novel things that I usually don't see in promos, so that's great. Ultra specific, I'm gonna give it the X on this because, and it probably, like you see here, the date hasn't even been worked out yet. It's probably just because it's like a work in progress, and as he hammers out the details, like this is, you know, like your big idea. And once we get through like the details section of specifics, coming up with like proof stocks that have done this before, you can come up with like a predictive number amount and a more specific date. So for right now, we'll say it's not ultra specific, but that's probably because it's a work in progress, right? Looks like everything's working. You hear my sound, type any comments. All right, cool. Dear reader, what I'm about to share with you right now is truly unprecedented in the 400-plus year history of the stock market. In short, everyday folks now have one of the best opportunities available to them in order to make fast fortunes in a matter of days. Not years, not months, not weeks, days. Okay. Let's go back and do Clayton Makepeace. Checklist here. 1 is you got to grab them by the eyeballs, and that'll be your headlines job. 3 things to this. You need to flag down your ideal prospect. You need to stoke their curiosity. and you need to make a big promise. Okay, 2 is going to be expand your headline. 3 is going to be establish credibility. And 4 is going to be give them a bribe. Okay, so we can talk about the headline really quick. Does this grab the eyeballs? Prime money codes. I'm going to actually say I think this could probably be more eyeball grabbing because of the fact that prime money codes doesn't necessarily strike any sort of emotional chord with me immediately. Like when I see Prime, maybe if I really thought about it, I could think Amazon Prime, and that's like kind of it. My cognitive map ends there. Money codes, I don't really know what that means. So it doesn't have like any sort of, none of these words convey like an underlying emotional pull immediately that kind of triggers a feeling of either intrigue, curiosity, greed. Any of those major emotions don't really hit from this. So for that, I'm going to say it's kind of lacking in curiosity for these big 3. The deck copy actually does a better job, I think, with the live prime money codes. I think maybe if you could call this live money codes or something that really triggers that FOMO in these 3 words instead of in the deck copy, that's probably what I would really focus on, because this idea of live and terminate, I think, are like the most powerful parts of this headline, and they're very unique too. Like you don't see people do that. So ideal prospect and curiosity could probably be worked on. The big promise, again, still hasn't been fleshed out because we're kind of still in the idea phase, right? So does he expand upon the headline? What I'm about to share with you. Okay, you can make a bunch of money fast. Let me write down my checklist too. This can be a back end.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a system or a stock tease?
System.
System. All right, cool. So what we want to see in a system back end is it's got to be brand new. So here's the really important things. Oh yeah, by the way, smash like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want this PDF, hey, is it cool if I give out this PDF? This little markup? Okay. If you want this PDF in your email box and my emails on copywriting, you can go to copywriter.com/swipe. So safe, new, easy, and fast. That's what's really important here. So safe, new, easy, fast. And when it comes to a system promo for a back end, which means it's like a $2,000 product, a very expensive product to people who are already in your customer files, being new is going to be of utmost importance. And I think this idea of live codes that terminate is new. That's novel, so that's good. And then being easy is especially important in a system. People are going to pay you $2,000 for something that where you push the button, you make the money. And they don't have to do any thinking. So that's something you got to establish pretty early on, and you got to hammer throughout. This is super easy, and it's brand new. And in step with being brand new is I'm the only person who has this because it's something about it is proprietary or only unique to me. And that word only, so I say new/only, right? Easy, anybody. And fast means you gotta get big, fast gains, okay? Safe and predictable. So these are like the most important aspects of the promo, and they need to be hammered. Like you want to see green everywhere whenever you mark this up. So when we see unprecedented right here, we see it's a new opportunity. Days, fast. Days, thanks to underpublicized new development in the stock market. Take what happened March 12th, for instance, regular day. Most folks were heading out to lunch. 12:15, the prime money code for Con Edison went live. Folks knew about this live code, could have doubled their money in a single day. In fact, one bold investor did, as they collected an incredible $650,000 24 hours. So that's big and fast. Here's another mind-blowing story. Okay, so what we got here is we got like this claim here, right? There's a new thing, and now it can help you make a ton of money fast. So this would be proof point 1, and there'll probably be like a stock chart or something to go with this. Here's another mind-blowing story. April 21st, people are gearing up for a breezy spring weekend. The Prime Money code for New York Community Bank had other plans as it went live. In fact, those who were ready for it punched this Prime Money code into their accounts, made out with a bounty fit for a king as they collected 800,000 in 3 short days. So that's fast again, right? And that's big. This is proof number 2. And something I like about this is he isn't saying how much you need to invest yet. He's just saying you could make $800,000. Maybe you need to invest $790,000 to make $800,000 in 3 days, but he isn't saying right now. So you're kind of like, okay, what's the catch? Hope you're sitting down. Next story could truly make you faint. It's the end of April, and the Prime Money code for BE Aerospace goes live. Okay, this is proof number 3. Huge fast gains. Okay, so fast, big. These real opportunities happened, and those who acted upon them swiftly made real life-changing fortunes. These bold investors used large sums of money, there it is, to create these mammoth-sized fortunes, but the money-making power of these prime codes cannot be denied. In fact, I provided these same codes to my small inner circle, and if you were with them, you could have doubled, tripled, or quadrupled your money in less than a week's time. I would say something like, I don't know, something about like this. Like, there shouldn't be like, if the way it's worded, it feels like there should be less variety, double, triple, quadruple, like everyone should make the same thing. And you might want to differentiate, like, if you were with them, you could have, or maybe I'm reading too much into it. Same codes to my small inner circle. If you were with them, like, I would say something like you could have quadrupled your money in less than a week's time along with them. Something like that. I want to show you all the life-changing opportunities in just a moment, but first, imagine being able to turn tons of money. So this is a benefit / paint the picture. Week in, week out, year after year, easily add up to $520,000 a year. Okay. So this number doesn't make sense here, and I think what you need to do is probably okay, because what we've seen already is 650, 800, 2 million, and then we drop it down to 520 here, and we're talking about week in, week out, year after year to $500,000. But I saw this dude make 2 million in 6 days. So why the hell is it so much lower? That's what these powerful Prime Money codes could do for you. I'm not the only one who started to notice the potential of this new investment. Let's see. All right, cool. We're still rocking and rolling. Good. Zach wrote that with Prime Money codes. Okay, so here's our first instance of credibility. It's way too low. I'm going to come back to this. I think there's some more stuff that probably needs to move up. Prime Money codes, you can profit in virtually any market. So that's safe. NASDAQ goes on to add, with this you are limiting your downside risk. Okay, safe again. Even Barron's, one of the most prestigious financial newspapers, reports it's a way to enhance and even create income stream for yourself with Prime Money codes. Okay. This is just like a Now, if you stick with me over the course of this short letter, okay, so here's our prime. Then I'm going to reveal everything you need to know about these prime money codes, such as how you can get in, get out, get paid, no matter with days thanks to these codes. Why most folks miss the day the stock market changed forever and continue to miss out on these incredible money-making opportunities. The success stories of everyday folks like you who use these codes for their profit. But first you need to know that, okay, so here. Right. First you need to know that right now a prime money code is currently live. Okay, so this is today's op. And these codes on average only stay live for 6 days. It means you only have in December X. So there's your urgency. Okay. And this is today's op. If you miss it, you'll also miss your chance to land 5-figure windfall in less than a week. With that being said, allow me to reveal the biggest stock market story never been told. Okay, so some of my general critiques coming from here. Let's start at the top. New development in stock market allows everyday folks to collect fast fortunes thanks to prime money codes. Okay, something in the language of this eyebrow should tie into what prime money codes means. So let me give us a new color. So let's say this is too big and this too big. Something either in the eyebrow or in the big 3 bold words needs to alert me as to some sort of unique element or mechanism within this strategy that makes it uniquely unique, right? Like, I don't understand what a new development has to do with prime money codes. They need to be tied together somehow. There needs to be some sort of word to trigger either like an emotion or some hint of the mechanism, right? So let's do tie. So there, tie these together, cool. With some word. I don't know how to get all that on the page. Maybe he'll watch the video. Let's see. Starting today, you could collect fastest fortunes. Okay. So this, everyday folks. This is very vague as well, and then we immediately launch into proof. So what I would recommend is that we treat this section like we would a bullet. Give them a taste, give them some sort of little piece of information that has them scratching their head, wondering how or what is this specifically. So and that kind of is what the big idea is. It's like part of the big idea is having like this one thing that you can kind of say over and over or like hint at that this is. I'm great. How about you?
I'm good. A little bit busy. We have time on Thursday, right?
I don't know if it's on the calendar, but I'm excited about our potential time on Thursday.
Okay, I'm earmarking Thursday and Friday for other meetings that I want to get back to and have yet to get back to.
Like your boy?
For one of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Put me down for Thursday and Friday.
Got it.
Okay. So, yeah, so I would, like, with the big idea, you kind of pull out, like, one little thing, one little element of your, we looked at that one promo was about, like, liquid energy, right? And these tankers were, like, the big pattern interrupt. Like, there's these unmarked tankers. Do I still have it pulled up here? Yeah, okay, it's right here. Why Pentagon is securing millions worth of this liquid technology inside this unmarked tanker, right? So it's really about this company that makes whatever is in this tanker. So they found this truck, and they said, what's in this truck? Why is the Pentagon interested? And it can get you specific gains, this specific company, right? So what we need to do here is kind of pull some interesting element out of what we're doing with prime money codes, some interesting little tidbit or piece of, or the system, that triggers it, and make that like a pattern interrupt to kind of catch your attention and give you some sort of hint of something specific. Like, let's go back to that liquid energy. So he says here, even as you read this, these trucks are rolling out of a small American company's nondescript, highly secure production facility in the Midwest. That's specific, but it doesn't really tell you anything. But it does kind of give you like a story, and your mind kind of needs a story to grasp onto to keep reading. And what we're missing here is we're missing a story at the onset of this. So I'll just make that note. Alright. Okay. And then if you come back up here to the very top, Clayton Makepeace checklist that we got up top. The first 4 things is grab the eyeballs, expand on your headline, establish your credibility, and then bribe them. Okay, this would be like the first 4 things your whole thing should do. Let's see. Let's do. So you should see the bribes here, doctor right here. That's in the first line. That's some credibility within itself. And the specificity of this one also lends credibility because it seems so real because he's so specific with it, right? So if we can do something like find that pattern interrupt and really hammer it, okay? So once you find the pattern interrupt, that's how you throw it on the headline and then you expand on what that thing is. And you only gotta do that for like 4 sentences, right? Like 2 to 4 sentences, kind of just like expanding on what you're talking about, just giving little teasers, and then you can jump into, well, also within there you want to weave some credibility about how you got this information or how you know, or something specific that lends credibility, right? And then I would jump into this guy. Now over the course of this letter, I'm gonna give you something. So a lot of promos, especially system promos, jump straight into proof. But we did the Shah Jalani Money Zone promo, and I think before he ever got into it, he kind of set up a whole character. He set up his master algorithm. Let's see. Money Zone. Okay, let's see how he did it. And this is a big hit promo. So this is all his character right here. And then he introduces this master algorithm. Okay, and that's the mechanism that makes all this possible. He tells you it's very accurate, it can predict the future, and then he gets into some proof. Alright, so here's proof on the second page. I think you've got to set up more here. You gotta put in more work creating this pattern interrupt, some information behind it. So he says, I'm done with stocks. And he's got this new thing that can predict the future, basically. Push a button and make money. Alright, this is why this is the perfect promo. This is like one of my favorite system promos. But you need to come back and kind of establish that earlier on in this promo. Alright, so I'm going to check to see if I got any comments. I don't see any comments, but I'm going to kind of pause here for the next couple minutes and see if anybody does have questions, comments, or anything like that, because I think I'm about done here, you know?
Jesus fucking Christ.
And I'm going to draw like a yellow line so it kind of glides over the copy. Okay, so okay, let's see if we got any questions. I don't see any questions. Okay then, well, I appreciate everyone tuning in for this. Oh, have you ever just written down each of those processes, checklists, etc.? Like the things that I like break down the headlines and stuff with, like the 4 U's and the Clayton Makepeace and the KM checklist. Is that what you're talking about?
You may have got and then I'll quit. Never quit. I've done my courses.
There's a lot of delay here. I don't know how I'm gonna fill the time. I'm gonna have to sit here and wait like 10 seconds for you to catch up. Master to do when reviewing. Not really. I've never created like a master to-do list. This is kind of it for me, and I feel like this is really, I mean, the more simplified, the better, the more useful it is. If I have like a 30-page doc on things to check off, then I'll never get anything done, right? So I found that these 4 U's, these 4 starters, the Clayton Makepeace thing, I don't even go past. I don't even read like number 5. I think is deliver value. But I stopped reading past that because like every promo is so unique, and new copy is always a little different than like copy from like 5 years ago. So I found that these first 4 really get the ball moving. And then this one in the green, the KM checklist, I've kind of developed this just from patterns. I just see the patterns now. Like every promo has these elements. Well, every successful promo, and the ones that lack these elements, they don't make it onto this channel. So I definitely believe in simplifying and finding patterns, and that you don't want to get caught up in the minutia of like having like a bunch of checklists and stuff like that, because it'll kind of weigh you down, and you won't get anything done. All right. Any other questions, folks? I am here to serve you. Whatever you want. Going once. Going twice. Okay, so let me go ahead and remind you really quick here. Smash that like button if you got anything out of this video. Feel free to leave comments if you have questions after the fact, like if you watch this after the live. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd love to have you. If you want this PDF in your email, I have a whole swipe file for free. It's kylewriter.com/swipe. And I also send out like, I'll call them regular copywriting and marketing emails. Not daily anymore because I've just been slammed. But I'm trying to get better about it. I'm trying to make regular copywriting emails to you. So yeah, definitely appreciate you stopping by. Excellent, great. Thanks a lot. That's it. Take care. Have a great day.